Well, joining us now is Sviatoslav Yurash. He is, in fact, the youngest member of parliament in Ukraine currently. Welcome to India. Thank you for speaking with NewsX.
Well, always a pleasure. India will decide the fate of a century, so I cannot help but be here and engage all of you.
Yes. Well, firstly, we are really looking forward to hearing from the Foreign Minister of Ukraine. He's one of the key speakers today on day 2 at Raisina Dialogue. What are you expecting to hear from him? And also, what is your first reaction to the theme as well, which involves peace, people, peace, planet of this year's Raisina Dialogue, which obviously is looking at Russia, Ukraine very closely?
Nobody wants peace more than Ukrainians. We have had negotiations time and time again with Russia. Our point is very simple. Every agreement we have with Russia, they broke. Every understanding with them, they didn't keep. So we want to have more than a piece of paper when they try to reinvade again, as they've done many times over. So in this situation, we are searching for the lasting peace. And that can only be gained by having more than just an agreement, having practical institutions present there to maintain the peace.
Also, as far as India's position on the Russia-Ukraine dispute, we've been in favor of peace, and that's something that we've been trying to bring about for a while. How do you react to India's position on this entire dispute?
India has been very clear that this is not the age of war, and they've been very clear on that with Russia, I must say. And the visit of Prime Minister Modi, historic visit to Kyiv, our capital, has been reminding both nations of the fundamental need to maintain the dialogue engagement and for the Indian role in 21st century to be present in every conversation that is. No matter how far away, the point is India will be present. That visit is fundamental to us.
Also, of course, now if we talk about, the Zelensky relationship with Donald Trump, we've seen a lot of ups and downs in that relationship in the last month itself. Where do things stand right now?
There were many ups and downs. There will be many ups and downs. The whole point is, again, this conversation is fundamental for our future. So it will be maintained, no matter what this scandal of the day is, crisis of the moment and all that. America does the right thing after it exhausts all other options. Wasn't said by Ukrainians, but it's very much the fact.
But do you believe that meeting was humiliating in a way for Ukraine or not?
That meeting was very much showing the lack of understanding on different points of view. And again, this meeting was another step to that understanding. And we are taking many more steps. With the meeting in Saudi Arabia and all the meetings that will happen after that point. Because we have this partnership in our countries and it will be maintained, no matter the problem.
Vladimir Putin is indicating that he's also open to a ceasefire proposal. Is that a good sign?
Let him accept it then. If he is open to it, he must live what he preaches. He says many things, but then he doesn't act those things out.
Could we see peace this year itself?
From your lips to the ears of the gods. The point is that, again, we have been for peace always. My generation was born in Ukraine with utter disbelief that any kind of war is possible within our country or for our country and in this context. So for us, seeing all this is utter collapse of the illusions of our youth. And nobody wants peace more than us.
You're a member of parliament there. What has been the impact of this conflict on your constituency and the people there?
Not just a member of parliament, I also joined the army when the war began in 2022. And I have seen trenches, spent them most of the last 3 years in the trenches. I've seen the reality of the war and lost many, as all Ukrainians have. And the fact for me remains that we are fighting for that very basic idea, that Ukrainians are the ones choosing what the future of Ukraine becomes. That we aren't in the age of empires, when some country far away controls our nation. We want our nation, this how the nation becomes, not some country far away.
Finally, as far as India-Ukraine ties are concerned, where do they stand right now? Which direction are they headed in? Under Prime Minister Modi.
Raisina shows very well that the care and attention India shows to all kinds of international crises and problems and questions in general. And the fact that the next panel of the Raisina Dialogue is the panel with Ukrainian Foreign Minister shows that as nothing else can. Not to mention, again, the visit of the Prime Minister to Ukraine, the conversations happening at every level, the efforts of your ambassadors to Kyiv, they all show that India cares, that India will be engaged in this conversation, and India will have a role. What role is for India to decide? But again, we are very happy to see India present in every part of that conversation.
Old relationship with Raisina, so good to have you back here, and thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you very much.
Journalist Dinesh Thakur, Uday Pratap Singh in Delhi for NewsX.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.